Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Firm's Ravenport. Took a minute. Thank you, Ravens in the background, for reminding me. Oh my gosh. So, I'm
Where am I?
Hitman82.
Who am I?
I'm not even going to intro that guy. Hello, Rick. Howdy, Rick.
Howdy, howdy.
He's excited and ready to start, you can tell. And Squirrely. Hello, Squirrely.
Oh,
You fall off that and hurt yourself. I'm not coming over to help you.
great.
And hello, Fat Man.
Hey, Hitman.
Oh,
You having a good day today?
I'm having a day today. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
You know what? I was just rinsing. I've got some mung bean sprouts going in a big mason jar. Excited about that. I'm growing my own bean sprouts. Trying to eat a little healthier. Plus, hey, vegetables in the winter, pretty awesome.
It's pretty good.
Today, we've got a big field here. So, Squirrely, I'm going to unleash you on this field, and I'm going to go do a little bit of mowing. And
Sorry, I was expecting that to be a sales pitch. Today, we have a big field here, and it can be yours for only $19.95.
plus shipping and handling, which is going to be expensive. Get a shovel and a dump truck.
So we've got a harvest going on. So I think we also need to explain. Obviously, end of the last episode, we had some difficulties, and we couldn't sell stuff, and we tried to close out and load back in, and the server went away and didn't work. Fortunately, thanks to Squirrely and Hitman and Rick, they've all. I wasn't here. I just ran away and went to bed. They figured out that it was one of the modded trailers that we have, so they've taken that out, and Rick was able to sell our oats and complete our contract. Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
And Hitman kind of did all the other stuff. So yeah, so we said we were going to repay the 5,000 that we borrowed extra. Oh no, I've just borrowed another 5,000.
So
I wasn't.
I have sad news about that trailer. Very sad news. It cost us $57,000, and we weren't able to sell it because we couldn't get it back in the game to sell it. So that cost $57,000 down the drain. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm done. So yeah,
I'm sure it's not doing the drain.
It's doing the drain. Shit. Oh, go get them, my Ravens.
So we're changing things up again on Purple Farm this week. So Rick's gonna run the Harvester because you've watched me do that last time. Oh
well. What do we want here, Rick? Is it hay or just grass or silage? I don't recall. Don't recall what we needed for the goose.
If you're doing it for the cows, you need silage. And probably a little hay. I think you got plenty of straw over there.
Yeah, there's no shortage of straw.
Hey!
Hey, you monkey. When people say you monkey around, I gotta agree with them, to be honest. Oh man, somebody stepped on that seal's tail.
Best not do that. I have actually got the dog sleeping behind me.
I
don't really.
What?
Don't really want to disturb her. She had a bit of a traumatic day yesterday because I took her to the vets and she's had some tests done. So yeah. So she's got a hole in one of her ears.
Eardrum, you mean, or the ear? Okay.
No, in the actual kind of ear, she's got a little bit of it. She had a biopsy.
Oh geez.
Yeah. So lots of fun.
That should be fine.
Cooties.
She'd be fine. It's just she's had a skin condition ever since I've had her. So, and we've not been able to get anything that treats it and deals with it. So, there's a possibility based on her history and where she's come from that it could be a nasty thing. So they wanted to do some blood work and biopsy to try and figure out what it is, so we can deal with it.
Well, hopefully she's not allergic to her pet.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. Or pet humans, I tell you.
I know these dogs with pet humans.
They're so dirty. Yeah. Can't even clean themselves.
No, well, not effectively, anyways.
Oh my.
Oh me, oh my.
I've been having a fun time here on this farm, I tell you. That trailer, then I went and I returned the weeder. Well, at least these weeds, I guess I could just cultivate them under or something. Not going well. Ha, you can mow the weeds too. Take that. Take that, eh? That'll teach them. Won't come back again here, will you?
What if you mow them? Yeah, I'm sure the seeds wouldn't be kind of churned underground and grow again. Of course not.
No, but they would be scattered. Here where I live, you get a lot of Scotch broom, which apparently the wheels on vehicles pick up the seeds and scatter them. So that's why you see a lot of the broom growing along next to the highway and the roads.
So you seem to be very amusing to me this week, Hitman. I was going with the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah. I had interesting things to say. Well, interesting to me. I guess maybe not so interesting to everybody else. So okay, we'll pick your next topic then. Pick the next one. Let's hear it.
No, what you were saying was fine. It's
No.
like I say, it's just that my brain likes to kind of go off at tangents every now and then. It's fun. So, there we go.
Keywords tend to trigger certain thoughts.
Well, you like the beginning of a phrase or something that you're familiar with and you know, it just kind of it triggers it. It's just called laugh. Do.
So you've walked the horses today, is that right, Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The horses are taken care of. Let's get this mown done. What else we got on the go? Man, we got Mount Straw over here. Oh, so we do have a mod planned to replace that trailer as another different trailer that Squirrely has tested on his server that works. So he has a server he tests with this, even with this save game, so we should be okay. Oh, what is going on here?
I'm sure we'll be fine.
We need to do some fatiforming over here. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get that mod in. So I'm probably just gonna leave these straw bales here until then because I don't really want to haul these over. There's a whole pile of them, and I'm really lazy.
Really?
Really. Oh, speaking of farming, because someone wasn't sure. It farms them. I've been looking at prepper stuff. You know, I mentioned that before. And one of the things that is difficult when you're prepping is getting proper nutrition, because it's hard to. I mean, you can freeze dry vegetables and stuff, but you can't beat fresh vegetables. So I've been doing bean sprouts. Bean sprouts and just different kinds of sprouts. Like I've got red clover and alfalfa, and I just started some mung beans yesterday. So that's pretty exciting. I got a big mason jar and put about a third of a cup of mung beans in there. That we bought those beans. It must be at least 10 years ago, and they're sprouting. And away they went. They're like, oh, finally we're planted, and away they went. So that's exciting. Yeah, my life's pretty boring. But that's something you can grow at home. The cost is so cheap, and they are so good for you. I don't know why. There was this big kick, I don't know, like 10 years ago, where everybody was going on about sprouts, and like even we bought a sprouter, like a sprout trays, and the bags of seeds and all that, and it just kind of petered out. Don't know what happened. Never hear anyone talking about them.
I think they used the word superfood, and then everyone kind of moved on to the next superfood.
Yeah, okay, then do it. Well, anyway.
That's only if you follow trends.
Yeah, well.
Pretty much.
If there's, I live in an earthquake zone and also a forest fire zone, so at any time I could lose, and also on a little island that has a ferry, so the ferry can go out, and it has before for a couple of weeks. Then the ferry hit the dock and broke the dock, and we had no ferry for 2 weeks. anyway, any of that can happen. So we like to lay in a decent supply, and being able to grow your own stuff right through the winter without needing a bunch of growing lights and stuff. It's cheaper and it's easy.
It's in stark contrast to people like myself, where the power goes out. And you go, okay, what do we do now? What's the plan? You shout at the power company, going, "Why have you stopped sending me power?"
Hey, Squirrely.
Squirrely, you don't have time to socialize. You've got harvesting to do.
Hey, we're talking across the train track over here. Hush.
As long as you're working, you can talk then, Squirrely. What a difference between Blue Farm and Purple Farm. He's gonna leave Blue Farm. He'll be like, heck with you, man. I'm doing Purple Farm. They treat people right. They don't pay us though.
Oh,
come on, get up this
hill. Don't have any money to pay anyone. We work for the love of the job. Apparently.
Going up this hill, I had to turn the mowers off so I could keep going here.
Fad, you sound like my dad. When I was growing up, I was trying to...
Do I need to tell you to go to your room?
Got that too, but I was trying to, hint around about maybe possibly getting a little allowance or, a little something. He said, boy, I'll pay you every time you stick your feet under the table.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
That is it. I like that. Pay every time you stick your feet under the table. I'm writing it down. Tell that to my darn cats.
Yeah, you're gonna get the look.
Human, you're so lucky I bring you stuff. Yeah, thanks. And thanks for throwing it up all over the deck too. Really appreciate that today. Nothing like a bird that you ate 3 days ago and then threw up on the deck.
I think the cat response is probably more likely, I pay you every time I let you live.
Mm-hmm.
She just holds her paw up and says, read between the toes.
Read between the claws.
My gosh, that cat has some talons on her. I would not want to be a mouse around her.
Don't read around the claws, don't read around the claws, read between the claws. Just in case anyone wants to get a Little Britain reference there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You wouldn't know, but that's... People that live in the world might do.
Which world?
No, I need to... Any world.
The world you live in?
Weird. I don't live in a world.
Weird people, bunch of fads.
There's worse things in the world than a bunch of fads.
A bunch of hitmen. I guess that would be.
Yep.
I guess depends on whether or not you're a target.
Well, quite.
I wouldn't.
So,
I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Did I tell you I was kind of traveling this last week?
Nope.
When we spoke, no. Okay, so I went. I had a little kind of quick trip over to Poland. So I have one of my centers over there, and I kind of brought back some Polish chocolate. I never tried it before. I just went in one of the convenience stores and picked up a bar of chocolate, and I thought, I quite like this. So I bought more at the airport.
Well, don't give it to your roommate because she's not allowed to have chocolate.
Oh, she doesn't. She has special doggy chocolate. Her nanny's very insistent that she has doggy chocolate.
What the heck is? Do I want to ask? I don't know. If
I don't know what's in it. All I know is that there are bars of chocolate that her grandmother has brought to me and insisted that I have in my house so that I can make sure she gets a square of chocolate each night.
And are you eating it yourself?
No, God no.
Well, how are you gonna know
if it's any good? I haven't even tried it. I don't know if it's any good, but someone eats it and takes it right away from me. So
Hitman, do you eat the cat food?
Depends.
Sorry, I asked.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my cat would eat a chicken, and I eat chicken, so kinda. Mind you, I don't eat the chicken out of their tin because I wouldn't really eat tin chicken. Yeah, not even human chicken.
Hey, you stepped in that. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I got it all over my boots. Thanks. Oh, well,
Anytime.
moving on. Moving on. Got mowing to do. Squirrely,
Oh
you need to
dear.
save me here. You got something to say, don't you? What do you got interesting to share with us this week?
The place that where I work got broke into on the weekend.
Oh, yes?
They backed the truck through the front door and took the petty cash that we had in there.
What
I
a
thought
jerk.
Smash and
more
Grab
damn.
was the last century.
They ended up getting how much they took.
Well, hopefully they cut themselves or something and got tetanus. That'll teach them. So,
Stuff that they
go ahead.
stuff they did grab, they end up throwing in a garbage bag and just tossing. And we ended up getting it back, and it was worth more than what they took. So 3 computers in the place, and they didn't even touch one of them.
Must be just because it'd be easy to identify. Maybe they can't fence them. Don't know. Alright, there's the mowing done. Time for... what did I say? Was I tedding this or not? Can't remember.
I think you were going silage some and Ted some for the cows.
I thought he said knit one, pearl one.
Something along those lines.
Playing brinksmanship, Mr. Hitman?
No, I was gonna play Tip the Fad, but I decided, well, yeah, I'm busy. I got work to do. I haven't got time for fanny in a boot.
Really?
Really. No time. Got no time. No time left for you. On my way to better things.
I would have thought Stranger Things, but then again, you're not really a Netflix kind of person, are you?
What's the Stranger Thing?
Stranger Things. It's a TV show
Yeah.
on Netflix.
I'm aware of it, but yeah,
You can go to the Upside Down.
Okay.
Just lost them right there.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm about as up on slang as my grandfather. And he passed away long ago. I'm about in the same place, but I don't know what you're talking about. Neither would he. What an obscure reference. Oh well.
Well, it's obscure to you.
I wonder how much of this I'm going to Ted.
Mind you, I still haven't watched the rest of season 2, so I'm not exactly up to date either.
Ah.
But I think I'm, aside from the most recent episode, I'm current with the season 2 of Star Trek Discovery.
What's that? No, I'm just joking. I know what Star Trek is. I don't know what Discovery. That must be the ship, is it?
Yeah. Discovery is the kind of the new series that they've been doing. It's on CBS All Access and it's on Netflix in the UK. And there's all these talk of multiple spin-offs and all these different series that they're going to do. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
You say it's a new series, and I'm thinking, wasn't Next Generation a new series? Oh my!
Way back when.
Way back when.
Discovery's the newest series. It's the currently airing series.
Oh, I didn't know they still aired things.
As much as anything airs. Jeez.
They call
Welcome to
Mr.
Jerkman.
Pedantic. They call
How is that
Mr.
one
Pedantic.
doing, Fad Fart, in your opinion?
To begin with, the first kind of three episodes or so, you kind of, where is this going? This is kind of what's the point? But once you get kind of middle through the first season, you kind of okay, you're gonna screw with us a little bit. Well done.
So it's basically an alternate.
It's got a lot of no, it's in the prime timeline, but it's got very interesting ways of kind of messing things around and kind of just different ways that you can get characters that come in and out as you might not expect them to.
Okay.
I'm trying to say it without spoiling it for anyone that hasn't
Sure, I
yet
understand.
watched it and may be interested in watching it.
I watched the first 2 or 3 before it went out the CBS Access because I'm not signing up for that.
No, and I completely get that people were not signing up for it. When I first read about it being on CBS All Access, I thought I'd have to sign up in the UK, and I go, oh, I'm not paying extra. Fortunately, I already pay for a Netflix subscription, so I was kind of,
Gotcha.
okay, I can have it. But if it weren't on Netflix, I wouldn't pay an extra fee for it.
Yeah.
I'd just wait for it to come out somewhere else.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't hang around long enough or whatever, but it just, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the first few episodes, it's kind of establishing and building on the people and the backstory rather than actually focusing on moving forward. But there have been some interesting twists and ways that they've done stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've actually been quite enjoying it, to be honest. So
Okay.
which is fair.
But then, too, if I'm honest, I'm pretty well done with modern broadcast television of any kind. I just
Welcome. I've been there about 20 years now.
Oh, dude.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know. There's. You have to. I mean, the difficulty is now there is just so much content that you have to be so much more selective. That actually it takes more time to decide what you're going to watch than it does to watch it often.
Yeah.
And you then kind of end up curating particular shows that you do and don't watch, and how do you then know you're up to date with them? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you've got the difference of approaches because you've got like the Netflix style approach of, hey, once a year we're just going to dump all the content on you and you can just binge watch it to your heart's content.
Mm-hmm.
And you've still got other people that kind of go, oh, we're gonna do the one a week for a period of time.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess the older I've gotten, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I think I actually recently watched something new on Amazon Prime. I think I may have mentioned it. The what's it? New Amsterdam series, which I found really, really good.
Okay. I'm not saying that there's not good shows out there. It's just I'm not interested in wading through 300 channels on nothing to find one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't look at broadcast TV. I go for subscription-based services. I go to the content that I want, and I watch it, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I got you. Well, a lot of I don't know. I'm not entertained by meanness and evil and all that stuff. So, I'll play Farm Sim. Thank you.
So no reality TV for you then.
No, that's
exactly.
That's
the
pretty
most
good.
scripted garbage.
It was yeah, I've been watching a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and I've gotten sucked into watching dash cam footage because it's just so kind of crazy. You watch footage of people kind of doing various silly things, and then I recently found that one of the channels actually has got the stupid people doing stuff on dash cams, and it's actually got the polite people doing stuff on dash cams, and that one you just go, okay, that one's a little bit more entertaining for me because
Hmm.
I can actually like those people.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's kind of you kind of do a search on YouTube for kind of polite drivers, and it comes up with this whole other bunch of content that's kind of people being nice to each other on the road and saying, "Hey, you made a mistake. You want to get into this lane? Come on, it's okay. I
No
made a
rushing
mistake
ones,
too."
then.
That's a rare
fun-
thing anymore, isn't it?
Funnily enough, they don't seem to have the same number of view counts on those videos.
How boring. Oh, what? So there was a bit of straw in here, and so I just put a whole bunch of grass in, and it made a straw bale.
Remember, I told you whatever's in is what it makes.
See, it used to be whichever was the higher percentage is what it would make, but yeah. Okay, well I had no
That's
way
not
around
a
that.
night
So,
scene thing.
yeah.
Unfortunately, there isn't an eject to get rid of the partial, is there? So
No.
I'm sure we've had that in the past,
There
either
is,
on a
but
mod
you
or
need
something.
I'm sure I've done it on
Air
this.
baler.
Whoops.
That because you can eject what's in there.
A what baler?
Square
Rare
baler.
baler.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I recall then. I'm not a fan around bales, I gotta say, especially on this sloped field.
So you're bailing on bales.
I like square bales better. I'm not bailing on bales, I'm just bailing on round bales. So there.
Fair enough.
Okay, behave yourself, Marshmallow. That's why they go Marshmallow. Say Marshmallow. Fad.
Marshmallow.
Good stuff. Gotta love that accent. Eh?
Well, if you don't love it, then you're probably watching the wrong video. Although I do know the British accent can annoy some folks, but there we go.
Yeah. People in Scotland, for instance.
Well, yeah, but then again, doesn't pretty much anything annoy the
That's not the
Scots unless
accent.
they're Hearts.
Careful. Careful.
Yep. I got some dirt on my shoes. I better not be going any further into that pool.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Next minute, you'll be talking about Brexit.
Oh no, he went there.
He said it. He said the B word. Yeah, we're
Or
not
we
gonna
could-
go there. I don't.
Or we
I don't
could-
really want to.
Or we could play charades. Sounds like bump.
Sounds like
Oh,
I
my
didn't hear
goodness.
what you said. Sounds like, but don't worry about it. You don't need to tell me.
Even if you didn't hear it, you know what it was.
Oh, okay, yes. When you said it like that, then I knew what you meant. You picking
Oh,
this up
dear.
or what? Let's figure out how to get it.
I'm on my way back, Rick.
Okay.
I don't know if there would have been enough space to. Have you actually finished?
Just got 2 little short passes.
Okay. I was at like 80-something%, so I didn't know if there'd be enough space, so I thought I'd just go and dump and head back.
Mhm.
And I feel so much better for it.
So, for those commenting about politics, please don't, because we're trying. Well, I don't know about Fad. You can say whatever you want in his. It's up to him. But on mine, I want to keep the politics off, just because. Not that I don't have political views, but this is a place that's supposed to be fun and free of that. So that's why. Yeah, political views. It's great to have them. If you really gotta tell me, then send me a private message instead, because I don't really want it on my channel in the comments. So.
Yeah, well, I don't seem to be getting any comments on my channel, so I'm not particularly worried about mine. But again, much the same, really, because it's kind of, hey, there's enough people talking nonsense about what's going on in the world. You don't need it anywhere else.
Speaking of, not of nonsense, but of channel, I have not seen yours come up in Twitter. Do you not? Are you like it doesn't automatically share from YouTube anymore? Were you aware of that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know it. I know it doesn't. So when it stopped automatically sharing, I don't have anything to schedule tweets, and I don't have the time or inclination to actually remember when these videos go live. Because I'm elsewhere and I'm kind of usually on a Wednesday night, or I'm doing something with the dog or something. So I just have to leave it be, and if people are subscribed on YouTube, then they'll get the notification. Otherwise, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to have to be when we get there. I think it's just stupid that YouTube have taken that functionality away.
Yeah,
Let's
they
make
said
our
it was
platform worse.
well, they said it was to combat spam, but what I think it is they're all upset because Google Plus was an absolute failure, and now they're trying to make sure that the other social platforms don't get a benefit from a Google platform being YouTube, now that they purchased YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's sour grapes myself.
I just think it's really kind of inconsiderate to content creators, because
Yeah.
the ease of dissemination of the message of, hey, there's something new on my channel, surely we decide whether or not that content is spam, and anyone subscribing to our other social medias can also opt in or out of that. So it's not it's a entirely voluntary thing. So it's just a specious argument.
I think it's they're just looking for an excuse, is what it is. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
But well, fair enough. So this is why at the end of the videos here, a lot of you have been hearing me say, and don't forget to share. And this is why. It's like we've certainly lost some visibility because of Google's decision. I'm going to say Google because if I say YouTube, then we all know it's Google behind it, not YouTube. So why would YouTube care? They're not a social platform. Well, they're kind of use. Anyway. So yeah. So if you share to other social media, you share our videos. If you enjoy what you saw, that really does help us. So those of you who are, thank you very much. Those of you who aren't, well, that's your choice. No, I'm gonna cry a little bit though right now.
I'm going to say it doesn't so much help me because I don't monetize, so I don't mind. But it might help other people who just want to have a giggle and want to watch a bunch of idiots play Farm Sim. Well, me and a bunch of people, an idiot and a bunch of people. Or two idiots, actually. Hitman's an idiot too.
I was waiting for that. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. That's what I know. That's why DOS is always saying that. She's not saying it to me. She's saying it to you. She says, she says, "Hitman, you're." Oh wait. Oh man.
Did you want to complete that mission? Or are we?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm in the vent driving over towards our fields.
Okay. So yeah, so we can get started. Depending on how much longer we've got, we can get started on those ones.
We don't have any time left. I'm just babbling at this point instead of vote drawing.
Really?
Oh, really?
How unlike you.
Yes, but hey, I can see my timer because I have a new timer, and the display is much see so I can see it.
I can see my timer, except for the times that I close my eyes.
Well,
look,
I don't
Mum, I'm driving a tractor with no eyes.
I'm in a tractor next to train tracks. I don't really want to close my eyes. Yeah, I can hear all you guys out there. Yeah, close your eyes. The train's coming. Cheers. Cheers. Oh man. Anyway, so there we go. I've called.
You can close your eyes, but I keep running.
Sorry, I was going with. I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to close my eyes. Because I've missed you, babe.
I've been playing Space Engineers, and one of the guys he plays. He's in the UK, so he tries to play with those of us who are in the US time zones. So he or US time zones. So last night he was working away and running a drill next to the ship, and I guess he fell asleep because next thing he knew there's an engine on fire and he'd hit the ship with this drill again. And he said he's woken up a whole bunch of times where the air, he's run out of air. I don't know how many times,
crikey.
but, good stuff.
That's suboptimal.
Yeah. Should probably just go to bed. I don't know.
Well, that's what I do. I mean, I finish with this. I render and do the video and set it uploading, set the text, take the dog out for her business, go to bed, and the next morning, hey, video's uploaded, everything's done, switch the computer off, get on with the day. But then again, I'm always too sensible in that regards.
Yeah, we all know about that. That's sensible.
And I don't fall asleep at the computer. When I got Minecraft Feed the Beast for the first time, I have to admit, I did look at the clock at about 10:30, think I'll have a little bit longer, and then the next thing I knew was going, what's that? The sun was coming in the window. And it's like 6:30. I should probably go to bed. But I didn't fall asleep at the computer.
When I we're running out of time, but I'm going to babble this last part anyway. When I went to college, I worked.
Wait, you went to college?
Yeah, I did. So I'd work a night shift, and then I'd go to college during the day, and I'd sleep from about maybe anywhere between 4 and 6 in the afternoon until 10 at night, and then I'd have to go in for my shift. And so I'd be in class in the morning. This is after working on all night, and my instructors learned not to bother trying to wake me up. I'd kind of fall asleep, and I'd hit my forehead on the monitor, and it would wake me up. So yeah, good times. Anyway.
Yeah.
I tell you,
I've been drowsy in front of a computer, definitely, but never fallen asleep.
Working while you're going to college, by the way, is not easy. I don't care who you are. It is not an easy thing to do, to work and go to school.
No, it is not.
Especially if you're an adult and you have children too. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they do it. Anyway, we are overtime as usual.
Wait, do we get paid overtime?
No, but thanks for joining us in overtime. So Rick, you're going to start us off this time.
See you later, folks.
And we'll bounce over to Squirrely.
A good one.
And back to you, Fed.
Take care, folks.
And remember what I said, we need you to share. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.